everyone, welcome to my channel SGM Creations and Tutorials. Today's topic, I'm going to share with you what is the experience of a first-timer office employee. Okay, in the past, when I was 20 years old, I was hired as an office typist, clerk, and receptionist at the Visayas State University and under ODREX, or Office of the Director of Research and Extension. I will share with you my experience, how an applicant goes to an interview, and how I was hired, and what is my duties and responsibilities as a clerk, typist, and a receptionist of the Office of the Director of the Research and Extension. First of all, I would like to tell you that I am a graduate of Secretarial Science at the Franciscan College of the Immaculate Conception. It is run by the Franciscan Sisters. Okay, so I would like to show you my diploma. Okay, this is my diploma. Look at this. Okay, this is me. So I graduated 1985. Okay, this is my old diploma. This is my first diploma in college. I graduated from the Secretarial Science. Secretarial Science is just a 2 years course. So at the age of 18, I graduated from this short course because I want to apply a job, because my mother is also a secretary of our municipality. So my mother told me, if you want to work at a young age, so you have to enroll the 2 years secretarial course. So I follow my mother's advice, and I follow the footsteps, of course, of my mother. So when I graduate from the Secretarial Science, I took up the exam for the HR. Okay, and luckily I passed the exam. Then when there was an announcement from the radio station from our city, then I immediately went to that department, and I tried to apply for the job position that they are hiring for a typist, clerk, and a receptionist. Then there was about 13 applicants, including myself, and the 12 applicants are all bachelors. Only me is the 2 years secretarial graduate. So, but even though I am the only young applicant and I am the only secretarial graduate, but I was so confident that I will join the interview and take the exam, and just hoping that I will get the best. Then I did my best so that I could be hired for the said position. So luckily, I passed the exam and in the interview, and out of the 13 applicants, I am very lucky because I am the only one chosen from the administrators of the Office of the Director of the Research and Extension. And I was very, very happy, of course, that even I'm only a secretarial graduate, but all my competitors was kicked out, not kicked out, but only me had passed the exam and the interview, and I am the only applicants that is the course which is suited for the job position that that is needed to fit in the job vacancy. And my duties and responsibilities being a typist and a receptionist. First, typist. We are typing research papers, more on research because that is research Office of the Research and Extension, because Visayas State College is agricultural college, which uh, which is an agricultural state college, and now it is already a university. And so we did a lot of typing jobs about research. And as a clerk, we have to do filings. And as a receptionist, I am assigned as a tour guide, campus tour guide. If ever there is students from other universities who will visit to the university, so I am assigned to make an itinerary, and I have to bring them to the different departments to give them an orientation of what is the role of every department in that university. So that is my most unforgettable experience working as a typist clerk and a receptionist at the Visayas State University in the Philippines. And I had an experience about 6 months because it's only a contractual. I have worked only for 6 months. Then after that, I applied in the university as a clerk typist, also under the management of the administration of the Visayas State University. So then I worked for about 1 year. Then after that, I starting applying a work application for abroad in the Middle East. So in 1986, I started my journey joining the workforce abroad as a telex operator, secretary, and a typist. My main duties and responsibilities is sending messages through telex operation, because I was trained. I had my training in Manila before I was hired, before I was deployed to Kuwait. And I worked as a secretary at the same time as a telex operator, because 1980s, before there was no internet, the means of communication is through telex operation, sending telex, or through fax machine, or through telephone calls. I work also as a telephone operator. I had my training in Ormoc City, and in Manila in the Kapwar, and in Globe Company in Manila. So that is my first experience being a first employee in the Philippines and a first employee abroad. Okay, so if you are planning to work abroad, if you are still single and you are already at the age of 20 or above, so if you have planned to work abroad, so do it now, so that you have still more time to find a better job, and you can have more experience. Then later on you will find a better job and a better salary because you have already more experience. It is not about experience, or it is not about what you've learned in school, but it is what matters most is that what is the actual job that you're going to handle. It doesn't mean that you cannot work this kind of job. You'll not be in this position if you are not a master's degree or a professor or a doctorate. It's about your capabilities and your knowledge on how to deal with the job position that is being assigned to you. Okay, because me, I am not an accountant, but I was able to work in a money transfer. I work as an accounting clerk. So you see, experience, if you have more experience, then you can apply any job abroad. So that is my story about my first experience working as an employee. I have a lot more stories to tell you, so keep watching. And if you're new to my channel, just subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you will be updated with all my new videos. I am uploading videos for my projects, for my creations, for my travel vlogs, for my cooking, baking, and makeup tutorials. So thank you and see you again in my next vlog. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng nanonood at see you again. Ciao! Auf Wiedersehen! Maraming salamat!